This is English shorthand dictation number 240 and the dictation speed is 120 words per minute. Ready? Start. Sir, I would like to draw your attention to the Honorable Minister's speech. We have done the magic of generating a surplus of rupees 25,000 crores despite reduction in fares. Sir, it is nothing but attractive presentation. There is no doubt that the minister has done a good job in improving the freight revenues by increasing the permissible loads on the tracks. At the same time, the railways failed to implement the electronic monitoring system on wheel axle loads. Due to this, the railways have failed to control overloading, which the minister has regularized. This overloading will definitely eat away the life of rails, wheels, and also old bridges. Definitely, it would lead to a crisis in the near future. Sir, I would like to state here that it is harmful to milk a cow till it starts bleeding. In this policy, there is no vision of 2025. There is only a vision of the 2009 elections. Sir, regarding passenger fares, the minister has stated that he has reduced all the fares, but the railways are squeezing the passengers through backdoor methods. One understands that the Tatkal quota is meant for reservation by passengers during emergency, and that is done without proper planning. Some seats could be reserved under this quota to facilitate their journey, but the Tatkal quota has been increased to a whopping 30% of the seating capacity in all the trains, and its booking period has been extended from 24 hours to 1 week. As a result of this policy, the regular passengers and passengers on the waiting list have been facing a lot of problems. They have to buy the ticket under the Tatkal scheme at a higher price. In this way, the railways earn extra revenue. This is nothing but sale of tickets in the black market. Another clever trick is that without improving the efficiency or the amenities and without increasing the speed, just by reducing the halting time, they have converted the passenger trains into express trains, the express trains into superfast trains, and they are collecting a surcharge. When an express train running through my constituency was converted into a superfast train, I thought that all the amenities of a superfast train would be available in it. But when I pulled the door to step inside the train, the door almost fell upon me. That was the condition of that coach, and this train was called a superfast train. I lodged a complaint in this regard. After 6 months, the same coach arrived. When I went into it, there was nothing new. It had just been repainted and some minor repairs had been carried out. So that train was converted into a superfast train, and the railways are collecting a surcharge on it. We are having 8,000 trains and 10,000 stations. But the spending on civic amenities and passenger amenities is only meager, that is rupees 500 crore. This is the outlay. This means they are leaving the common man to his fate only. Sir, now I come to the speed of trains. While all over the world the speed of trains is increasing, the speed of Indian trains has come down. For the goods train, the speed is 30 kilometers. For passenger trains, it is 40 kilometers, while the permitted speed is 75 kilometers. Likewise, the optimum utilization of rolling stock also is not proper. Without doing these two things, the railways are proposing the dedicated corridors for the past 5 years. Sir, so far as recruitment is concerned, the entire recruitment process is in a mess. It is ridiculous to make the Group D category as an all India category. Some ugly scenes also occurred in Assam and Karnataka regarding this recruitment. The minister is also facing criticism that people of his state are getting priority in all zones. We appreciate the intelligence of people of Bihar, but it appears that they are highly meritorious only in railways recruitment, not in other recruitment. Sir, I saw the minister always using a neem stick to brush his teeth. I thought he represents the rural masses. But when we see the metro projects, the underground metro projects cost about rupees 250 crores per kilometer, and overground metro projects cost around rupees 100 crores per kilometer, whereas the cost of an ordinary railway line is rupees 6 crores per kilometer. That means they are diverting the funds of rural areas to the metros. I do not think he is representing the rural masses. He is thinking of only urban elites. Sir, regarding our representations, everywhere it is a routine process. It is a ritual. These railway authorities are convening pre-budget meetings with the members of parliament of that railway zone. But they are not taking any cognizance of the advice which we give them. I will quote an example. I sent a representation 2 weeks before this meeting, but they did not take any cognizance of my representation or my advice. When I insisted, they said that they had not received the letter itself. But when I showed them the inward stamp on my letter, they accepted their mistake. So that is the importance they are giving to our representation and advice. Now the minister has introduced this budget in the parliament for passing their demands. Sir, the budget presented by the railway minister is being appreciated by some as a great budget. Only when you have a deep study of this budget, you will grasp its real nature. This budget has been prepared bearing in mind the forthcoming parliamentary elections. I would like to point out that this budget lacks vision and does not have a long-term perspective. For instance, there is 5% fare reduction for sleeper class preferred by poor and common people. At the same time, AC class fare has been reduced by 7%. Most of those who travel by AC classes can add some more money and can afford to travel even by planes. But it is only the poor who are worst hit by the skyrocketing prices. Hence, they need to have a better deal. So, it is clear that this fare reduction is not going to help the common people, and nothing concrete is there in this budget for the poorer classes of the society. Senior citizens above 60 years of age are getting travel concession of 30% now. In this year's railway budget, the Honorable Minister has announced that female senior citizens will get the travel concession increased up to 30%. There should not be any discrimination between men and women in the senior citizen category. The senior citizens are extended this travel concession facility because their age is more and their income is less. Considering the fact that male senior citizens travel more than the female senior citizens, 50% travel concession should be extended to senior citizens of both the sexes uniformly. Girl students who were getting free railway passes up to class 12 have been extended with these facilities up to the completion of their college studies. Similarly, the boys who were getting free railway passes up to class 10 would henceforth be getting it till they complete class 12.